Hi everyone, I am Leila Zonouzi. I am the student rep on the AIS Council. I am a fifth-year PhD candidate at UC Santa Barbara, and my work is around migration from the Middle East, specifically looking at the 2010s migrations from Iran, Egypt, and Turkey.
I'm the other student representative on the AIS Council. I was elected last year and I started my position in December 2020, and I'm here for 2 years. I'm a DPhil student at Oxford in Oriental Studies, where I work on British policy towards Iran, specifically looking at their relationship with the two-day party. I've actually been a student member since the very beginning of my doctoral studies. AIS was the organization to join if you're doing Iranian studies, and I'm based in the UK. This was what I was told, and I joined. And because of the conferences, so the association is a big pull, and of course with Iranian studies as the journal. I knew I was of the council, but I didn't actively join it. I was asked by Leila and Rowena, the executive director of AIS, if I wanted to be nominated, and I thought it was a great opportunity, so I agreed. And I, wrote a little piece about myself, and so that's how I decided to join the council.
So I started my PhD in 2016, and I think 2018 was the first time I went to the AIS conference, and it was like, I don't know, sparks were flying off, and I was like, wow, look at the network, look at the body of scholars. It was truly awe-inspiring. And once I received the call for running for AIS Council as a graduate student, my advisor sent me an email, said, you really should consider doing this. I was like, oh, absolutely. So I honestly didn't know that the process for nomination and applying to be nominated and then actually going through the nomination was different. So Rowena emailed me and said, yeah, send your documents. I sent it, and then a few weeks later she was like, okay, now you're nominated. I was like, wait, what? What? And then once she said that I was elected, I was exhilarated. It was an incredible feeling to be selected to run and to be a representative on the council. So I feel like running for the council is an extra step to understanding how impactful this massive organization can be. So serving on the council has been the first major organizational position I've held, and learning how such professional meetings are, organized, how, what the steps for running such sessions, what considerations you need to take, keep in mind when running such an organization. And all of this has been truly instrumental in my understanding of leadership, how you conduct yourself professionally, in a sense. So yeah, that's the start for me, to understanding organizational work.
For me, in addition to what Leila's already said, and I agree with her, it's getting to know an organization and all that. But it's actually meeting people. So it's been rewarding, sort of getting to know scholars, colleagues, other PhD students from all over the world. And so that's been the most rewarding experience for me. And sort of it has helped solidify my community feeling and being a part of this really international body.
I also served on the nominating committee last year, and through that, I was fortunate enough to work with a great number of scholars who aren't on the council, but through them, in that other organization that I didn't mention that before, but I also co-founded another organization called Iranian Students of California, and through that, through the nominating committee, I was able to invite those speakers, those nominating committee members, to serve as speakers at an event we were holding. So it has definitely expanded my network, and I'm also hoping that I could kind of take advantage of serving on the council to be able to solicit some interviews for my own research. So the networking aspect of serving on the council has been amazing. You, as a student rep, you get to kind of introduce yourself to scholars in different stages of their fields, advanced scholars, emerging scholars, and all of that. So it's a great way to get your name out there, you know.
I think it's, well, so far, I mean, I just started still early on, but I can already say that the benefits are quite vast. I mean, just to echo a little bit what Leila was saying, it does open doors, and people do know. I got an email from, a professor saying, "Oh, I saw you just got elected. Congratulations." I mean, this guy never writes to me, but he wrote to me about that. So it was nice. And it's something to put on your CV, definitely, because it is a great experience. And, if for anyone who wants to join the council or is thinking about, getting nominated or getting involved, I mean, it's an opportunity to make a difference for the community. And I can't stress that enough, because there is room for you to sort of put your vision to light in a way. And so there's that. To join AIS as a student member, it's almost like a no-brainer, I have to say, because you do get access. I mean, you've got access to a great directory. You get access to the Iranian Studies Journal. Every time my journal arrives, it is like Christmas for me, because that's when you get to see all this amazing scholarship that's coming out of the field. So that alone. Thirdly, it's the conferences. I mean, conferences are a wonderful opportunity to network, meet people, learn about new research in your field or interest within Iranian studies. Through the conferences of AIS, I've gotten an invitation to write in an edited book. I've gotten a journal to co-write journal articles with people. So it's a wonderful place if you're a student. And just for the community aspect of it, you do genuinely feel like you're a part of a nice club in a way, and a nice student club. So there are many, many reasons to join. I
was also fortunate enough through the conferences and through interacting with other scholars, I also have been fortunate enough to get invited to talks and to write articles. So absolutely, we really, really encourage, especially students, to run for council. Not only it's an experience to it's an opportunity to experience how organizational things work and learn leadership, acquire leadership skills, but also through expanding your network and getting your name out there, you're building your career essentially.
So after some discussion with Leila, we came up with this idea of having sessions for students, basically informative sessions where academics and people in the field, more senior people in the field, can give their advice and give some guidance to students, not just students, but also early career scholars. And these sessions will cover a range of topics, from finding a job to publishing to conferences, to what it means to be a student and early career scholar in Iranian studies. So that was the main concept, because AIS, in a way, has a wonderful opportunity to actually do these things. They have access to scholars, they have access to students, and they have the resources to do it. So we came up with this idea, and together with the AIS president, Professor Nagme Sorabi, she also funny enough, came up with a similar idea at the same time. So we had these two concurrent ideas and concepts, and we just put them together. So we're thankfully, with the blessing of the council, we're going to go ahead with these sessions at the moment, and they are called the presidential sessions because I think this is something that we'd like to have as a regular event in the AIS calendar beyond our time as council members. So we're hoping very much to start this year, and we're going to look first at most probably what publishing is like in academia. And then later in the year, we'll have another session. We're going to time these sessions to the academic calendar. So having a session about jobs, for example, around the time when people would be starting their applications. So the idea is to run concurrently with the experience of students and early career scholars. I think they're wonderful, and I think they're going to be extremely popular and helpful for student members.
When Rowena and I got together, we realized as graduate students, we kind of owe the student body to give something back. Yes, we're trying to represent them, but we want to give something back and let them know that AIS is also for them. It's not just us as in like the organization, kind of trying to get your membership money, but we also want to provide more service aside from the conference to you. We want to make sure that you understand that we care for you. We are here, and we understand some of the hurdles and the obstacles that you face, and we want to help you out into navigating this crazy academic life. So by providing some services, some sessions to brainstorm with you and get some advanced scholars to talk about what it is to get published, what it is to get a job in Iranian studies or Middle Eastern studies, area studies, whatever you're thinking about. Through those, we want to make sure that student body especially understands that we're here for them and we want to support them in any way we can.